Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Spill the Tea Loo. Welcome back to Teacup Castle, where I am, in fact, not on silent and not ready to go, but they're singing the national anthems, and I needed to get myself together. So here we are, live from Teacup Castle, with England versus Ghana. I do, in fact, have both of the lineups up. The timer's ready to go. The match hasn't kicked off. I would call that practically on time. And to top everything off, I've got new earrings. More new earrings. So there we are. Righto. Let us say, before anything else happens, let us say hello to the teacups of Teacup Castle. Guess was first. Go on, Guess. Guess is in the house. Normal Guy is here. Damien is in the house. Bruno, how may I assist Fernandez? Lucky is in the chat as well. Said we're in a hot potato situation with the transfers. I agree, Lucky. Rob is in the house as well. Who else have we got? There's Bonkers. Hello to Bonkers. Let me see. Who else have we got? There's our Shem. Hello to Shem. Hello. Let me see. There's Dave. Hello to Dave. Daz! You're a day early. I thought it was tomorrow. Daz is officially a teacup, people. He's one of us. He has, in fact, become one of us. Big W's for Daz, who is now an official member of the Teacup crew. He was always a teacup, but now he's an official Teacup crew member. So shout out to Daz. I thought we were waiting till tomorrow, but you've got the scoop. We've got the bomba today. Good to have you on board, Daz. Let me see. There's our Flossie. Yes, we are 5 teacups away from 800. We have 795 teacups, guys. Massive shout out, because in the last week or two, so many people have joined us from Fuddy Judge Mo and from the very lovely Kate and Jimbo. So shout out to all the OGs, all the teacups we've scooped up along the way, but special shout out to our newest teacups who have joined us over the last week and a half. Ye are all very welcome here at Teacup Castle. Very welcome. But 5 away. We only need 5 more, people, to get to a magic 800. Imagine 800 teacups. Imagine how good that is. Yes, welcome to the teacups for Daz. Who else have we got? There's Stu. There's our Stu with the 3 lions in the chat. Then we have All Boxed Up, who says hello to everybody, and he means everybody. Past, present, future chatters. That is your hello. Hello to Marlon. Marlon in the house. Lovely Tom is with us. Tom is saying good evening, legends. Everybody's saying hi. All boxed up, reminding everybody to please hit the like button. Tell everybody you're enjoying your time at Teacup Castle. Let everybody know Teacup Castle is a fun place to be by smashing that like button. Guess is going to be studying chocolate. I'm here for a little bit, but I will study for my chocolate test tomorrow. Don't make me come into the chat to make sure you behave. Guess is very serious about chocolate, and we must not interrupt her study. So you must be on your best behaviour, teacups, or there will be trouble. Paige, tell me, I keep calling you Paige, but it is actually Paigey. Is Paige okay, or do you prefer Paigey? Because I will call you Paigey if that's what you would like. I've just been calling you Paige that long. It felt too late to ask, but I've decided I'm going to ask anyway. So you let me know. Is Paige okay, or should it be Paigey? And I'll keep an eye out. Let me see. First and second place today on the streams was Normal Guy. He was first at lunchtime, a second on the watch-along. Normal Guy is on a roll. Shem, I want all of your alter egos in this cult. Every single one of them. There's Bonkers. When you have 30,000 watching, will you still say hello to everyone? Yes, I'm actually just going to extend I'm going to extend just the live shows. So the first hour is going to be me saying hello to all the teacups, and then the second hour is going to actually be the show. Both work. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to stick to Paige. But if it bothers you, if you prefer Paigey, do tell me, because I don't mind. You correct away, because sometimes I take away notion to myself and then I don't actually read properly. But we're getting ready for kickoff, guys. So I have my timer on the screen because I don't want to miss the kickoff. So far, don't tell anybody. RTE isn't acting like a complete moron. Are we doing the countdown? Oh, we're on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gonna blow the whistle, Raf? We did the countdown and then the referee didn't blow the whistle, so that got confusing. But here we are. We have kicked off, people. We have kicked off. Get your score predictions into the chat. What scores do we think? And yes, as Stu says, please don't put any spoilers in. It'll make me grumpy. And we don't want grumpy Lou. That's no fun. She's a bit of a bitch. So don't put spoilers in. Then I won't be grumpy and then everybody's going to be in a good mood. Instead, get your score predictions in. Fair enough. You're not giving Kat much chance there. Tom reckons 3-1, as does Stu. Daz reckons 4-0. Paige 2-1 to England. JT 3-1 with a Gordon hat-trick. Luke 3-1 to England. Rob 2-0 to England. We've got a few 3-1s, you know. 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. Well, 4 3-1s. Interesting. That means loads of goals, which would make me happy. I would enjoy that. Loads of goals is what we all want. Right. Is my shit together? Absolutely not. When is my shit ever together, lads? If my shit were to be together, the world is ending. All boxed up. My brother-in-law is Ghanaian, so yeah, bloody 25 now. You're not a fan of the brother-in-law all boxed up. Right. What do we make of the lineup, people? Are we happy? Are we happy with the England lineup? Do we think it's good? Bad? Yes, JT. When everyone thinks there's going to be loads of goals, that's normally the worst matches. But what do we think of the lineup? Good, bad, happy, not surprised, not surprised? Because you're still getting used to Tommy Tuchel, and he does have a different way about him. Oh, that's quite sad. That is quite sad. No. I hate that kind of news. It's not good, is it? It's quite sad. Stu had £5 on Morocco to win it 20. That's all right, isn't it? That's not a bad shout. Jed on the left says, Shem, don't like it, but everyone keeps playing him there. Does he like it? Is he pushing to play there? Is that where it comes from? Or is it utility? What is it, do you reckon? Why do you think he keeps getting played there? Everybody's saying what sad news it is, and thoughts with the Deschamps family and RIP. Of course. It's very sad, isn't it? I know, look, we're all only human. We're all only human at the end of the day. That was an interesting pass from Jude Bellingham. Not sure that's quite what he intended to do with that pass. Rob says it's not a bad lineup. I think it's not a bad lineup at all. Madueke was kind of the question mark in the last match, and I think he was one of the best players. So I think it's a good shout having him playing again. JT says Jed Spence playing is already a victory for FPL. Excellent. JT, did you get your points the other day for your man that was on the bench? I can't remember any of the names. You wanted somebody to not play so you would get the bench points for somebody? I forget. Did you get the points? The points we were talking about the day. JT Gordon. Okay. Gordon playing is good for your FPL. The offside, right? The offside flag went up. The whistle blew really early. The player from Ghana took the shot anyway and just absolutely got it completely wrong. Completely wrong. He would have as well just not taken it. Oh, good shout, JT. JT has got the Watchalong in the Discord announcement. Good shout, JT, because I did not. So thank you for that. This is why we have moderators to do the things. Well, I'm terrible. Not sure yet. After drawing concludes. Oh, hopefully you get the points anyway. Fingers crossed. Foul given against Sibo for Madueke, and he's diving. He's right. He did dive. He did take a wee tumble. Tom, don't even. I will not be able to go. I think that was one of my favourite streams we've ever done yesterday. It was a great wee stream. And you know what? I didn't think the second half was all that good when it did happen, so I was glad we didn't bother waiting either. I think we made the right decision collectively. If my sound is funny, guys, do tell me, because what's happening is it's really, really, really warm, okay? And I have the fan on, but it's really warm. So I'm moving around in the chair so I don't stick to it, but I'm aware that does move the mic and stuff. The free kick did go in from Declan Rice. It was sent away by the defender, but they're going to they were going to try and recycle it, but Madueke gives it away to Ghana, and then it's collected by Anthony Gordon, who sends it back. Is that Reece James? This is great. See, when England play, I know who all the names are. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Let me see. Everybody's saying hi, hi, hi. Yeah, you didn't miss. Honestly, you didn't miss anything. It wasn't worth waiting up for. I'm terrible. Absolutely woeful at Fantasy Premier League. It is not for me. I am not good at it at all. Really bad. I think I'm making like really clever predictions, but I'm not. I'm 2 and 2 equals 5 with it sometimes. That's probably my problem. I wing it a wee bit. I'm like, this would be clever. And then nobody thinks that far ahead. Yes, it is nice sometimes, Tom. Sometimes we just need a wee waffle. I know Flossie enjoyed it as well. We've another wee coming together here. Who's on the ground this time? Bellingham went into the back of somebody, and as he fell, I think he kicked Bellingham in the face. But I mean, Bellingham, they came together, they both fell. As they fell, the player's boot hit Bellingham's face, but it wasn't really like, if he didn't push him, his head wouldn't have been there. You did the whole season, Stu. I still have yet to complete a full season. I end up just falling off. I'm so bad, and then I forget. And then it falls off. My commentators are after saying, I don't think we'll get what happened last night because it's raining. I don't think we'll get what's happened last night, but famous last words. So if it happens, we can all blame the Irish commentators. They tempted fate. Hello, Hassan. Ghana were trying to go forward there down the right, but it hasn't come to anything. Jordan Pickford is telling them to hurry up and get the ball forward. He's like, come on. He's like, get it away from me. No, it's not. They're all big waffles, aren't they? We love it, though. We love it, really. Big cups, big waffles, lots of tea. Gordon had the ball nicked off him. Oh, they've sent it down the line. Who's number 2 for England? Who's that? Me after saying I know who they all are. Who's number 2? I don't think so, Daz, because they showed us the rain on the camera a wee minute ago, so I can't imagine it has a roof. Yes, normal guy. Somebody mentioned that. Who told us that earlier? I think it might have been Bonkers mentioned that. Not to worry, Tom. We will see you soon. Enjoy your evening. Declan Rice gets it through there. But it's Ghana defending well. I'll tell you what. Ghana defending well. But that's Anderson so far. Anderson's doing well. Anderson nicked that ball back. And it was him that defended earlier when they went down the left wing. So Anderson so far off to a much better start. Guehi, was it, Luke? Guehi. Okay. Thank you. That's why I didn't know who it was. I don't watch much of City. Speaking of City, has Semenyo touched the ball yet? I have to say, I wasn't overly impressed with Anderson the last match we watched for England. I don't think he was bad. He was fine. Do you know what I mean? But he's off to a much more impressive start today. Does that mean the move is closer to City and he's showing off? Good ball in from Madueke, but nobody gets on the end of it. Hello, Linda. Lovely Linda. I did say number 2. 2's Konsa. Thank you very much. Konsa. There we go. Number 2 is Konsa. So number 6 then must be Guehi, is it? That's it. I forget what I was going to say about number 2 now. But, okay. So Konsa's 6, Guehi's 2. No. Konsa's 2, Guehi's 6. I can't count past 3. Lovely Linda is here. Big chance there. Ghana are defending well. I'll tell you what, Ghana are defending better than Iraq were. Iran are the bar now. Iran are now the bar for defending for me. Waleed is here. Hello, Waleed. Don't tell anyone you and me are on the same side. You and me are on the same side. Everybody else, I think, is going for England. And then there's you and me. But it'll be all right. We'll be fine. They're very zigzaggy. They're not England. They're not side to side to side. They're sort of zigzaggy. Midfield, defence, midfield, defence. Do you know who else is off to a good start? Anthony Gordon. He's pretty involved. He's feeling tenacious today. He's just won a little foul. I mean, the guys give it out, right? The Ghana players give it out, but he did nearly pull his shorts down, so I'm not really sure why he's given it. There is going to be a free kick for England from the other side. Oh, and yes, Guess is here. Guess is with me. Linda says it's coming home. It's coming home, says Linda. Do you know what, Linda? I think if it's ever going to come home, it's going to be in this tournament. I will give you that much. If it's going to happen, it's going to be now. But there's a few of us. There's a few of us out there. Just watch it. And Hassan just doesn't care. He's just here for the football. He doesn't mind. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to cry into my pillow if England win. It just wouldn't be my preference. It won't come home, says Paige. Oh ho! That was a good free kick, Declan Rice. It's all right. It's all good fun. It's all good fun. Hey, Jack. Jack was checking. You have to check it now. Honest to God. Do you know what? Today, the first thing I checked was the flags. Because normally what I do, because it's all manual. So I have to go in and I change the names and then I change the lineups and then I change the flags. The problem was yesterday, I was rushing and I got distracted, changed the names. Harry Kane's down holding his head. I'll be honest, right? Now, maybe this is real. Okay, he does get a headbutt in the back of the head there. So that one probably is for real. That probably did hurt. But you know what I've noticed this tournament, and I never associated this with Harry Kane before? He's been a right moan bag. He spent an awful lot of time on the ground rolling round this tournament. Every single time I watch England, Harry Kane spends more time on the ground than any other player. And it's not something I associated with him before. We are in sync. Well, that's good, Rob, because normally everybody's ahead of me. The Ghanaian referee has given the free, but he's also told Harry Kane not to be so dramatic. I think that seems fair. And like I said, it's not something I normally associate with Kane, being a wee bit dramatic, but I've noticed this tournament he's been dramatic. Oh, Declan Rice did well there. Gordon lays it off for Anderson, who tries to take the shot. He couldn't get the power on it. And is that Semenyo that swept it away? I think Semenyo was back helping defend. Oh, yeah. So that's what I did. I started at the bottom, worked my way up. And by the time I go bottom to top, left to right. And by the time I got to the flag, I just forgot. So you ended up with the flag from the one before it. But no, today I started with the flag so I didn't make the same mistake. But yes, lovely to see everybody. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. Maybe he's just failing it at the minute. Rice tried, but it is blocked. It's going to be out for a corner. Surely that's an England corner. Woohoo! Thank you for sinking in. At least that's all it is. Because to be fair, there will be a delay between what I'm saying and what you're seeing. So if that's all the difference is between us, that's quite good. Well done, RTE. They must have got my email after last night. How very dare you. I was doing a watch along. Cheeky you not getting your signals spot on. Do you know what, Linda? I can see how that could happen. I can see how that could happen. So don't be too hard on yourself. Right, Rice sends the corner in. Brilliant corner, but Ghana headed it away. Ghana did well there. Mensah headed it clear because the corner was brilliant. Very good. Waleed, how are you 30 seconds ahead? I don't even know if the stadium is 30 seconds ahead. How are you doing that? Like, this is live. Well, it's not live. It's through their RP player. But you know what I mean. Foul on Ayew, holding by... Like, why is he complaining there? Why is Consa complaining there? I mean, that could not be any more of a free kick. He was literally had his arms wrapped around him. Why does he not think that's a free kick? Free kick to Ghana, and they've sent it sideways. Maybe it is, JT. Maybe it is. Right, they've sent it down the right-hand side. Free kick to England because Guehi has ended up on the ground. Yeah, but he was an engineer or something. He's like super smart with all this stuff. Who were you going for, Harold? I wasn't sure there. There's more of us now, guys. There's more of us now. See, my problem is, and you have probably noticed this, anybody who's been here for a little while will notice this. For the most part, I mean, self-judging here, I think more or less I'm reasonably chill. And then when I'm not really chill, I'm really not chill. I don't have a middle. I'm like chill, psycho. There's no middle bit. It's chill or psycho. And so see the way Hassam does like 24-hour timeouts and then people can come back and all this. Not in here, wee friend. You annoy me and you're going in the permanent bin. We're going to put you in the recycle bin and then we're going to empty the recycle bin. You're going into the shredder. And so this is the thing. He went and he found a technological answer for his problem that was triggering him. I would just ban the little fuckers. That's the difference. Gwehi and... Is that Ayu? That could have been a foul. Oh, Harold. Being sport in Arabic, they have the earliest broadcast anywhere. Interesting. I believe you. I fully believe you. Don't tell anyone. Shh, shh, shh. Sometimes you just need it. Oh, we've another head clash. What is going on in this match? What is actually going on in this match? And now Reece James and Jordan Ayew have headbutted. I mean, to be fair, Reece James goes into the back of Ayew, but I actually think Reece James got the worst of it as well. Even though he was the one that goes into the back, I think he got the worst bang. They're both on the ground. Imagine that you're only a child. Oh yeah, sometimes you do. Do you know what? It's better off in here that I'm the host and that you've got Guess and Flossie and Rob as the mods, because see, as a mod, I'm just like, bin. There'd only be about 10 people on the channel because I'd have got rid of everybody. But yes, Harold, that's lovely. That's absolutely lovely. Well, if it makes you feel better, there's a load of us going for Ghana. One by one, we've outed ourselves. The players are being told off because there's 2 players down receiving treatment for head injuries because they've clashed heads. And then some of the players were receiving coaching, which they're not allowed to do. It's against the rules. Do you remember we read all the new rules? They're not allowed to receive coaching while players are receiving treatment. So the referee is giving them a little telling off, and good for him. I don't think. No, I have good self-control, because if I fully crashed out, I would have to just close down the channel. You couldn't put what I would say out. My channel would be closed down. So I've changed my ways. I'm very zen. I'm very zen these days. I wasn't always like this. When I trained to be a psychotherapist. And part of your training to be a psychotherapist is that you personally must be in therapy, because how can you be a therapist if you've never been a patient? And I did that some years ago. And I'm much calmer now. Well, I'm much better self-control now, we'll say. But sometimes it's just like you see a little taster, and then I like rein it back in. But no, for the most part, these days I'm quite chill. In my early 20s, my late teens, early 20s, I was a psycho. Absolute psycho. But character development. Mavis is finding the game a little slow. Do you know what it is, Mavis? The game is very broken. Head injury, foul. We've had about 10 free kicks, 2 or 3 corners, several head injuries. It's very slow. The game is very slow because it has to keep stopping. We're going to get about 10 minutes at a time because every time you start, it stops. Stu agrees with Mavis as well. Everybody can do it, Hassan. Everybody can do it. It takes effort. And if people aren't willing to put in the effort, they'll not be able to do it. But if people really want to, and they put in the effort, anybody can do it. Believe me, if you met me 10 years ago, you'd have had a right laugh. Roger. Hello, Roger. Do you want to know what's funny, JT? I go the other way. I don't drink that much, not anymore. But when I drink, I'm actually very chill. Very chill. I'm the loveliest drunk on the planet. You'd be more liable to piss me off sober, which is really funny because it's not the way for most people. But yeah, that's it. You have to click. You have to click. I went through a few that I didn't. You have to connect. And if you don't connect, it won't work. You have to want it, and it has to be with the right person. But it's wonderful to learn about yourself. Nah, I don't think you've hit your ceiling, Hassan. The way I put it, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Trust me. Trust me. But let's I'll tell you what, the football must be slow because look what we're talking about. Sometimes we get a little glimpse. You mean when I'm like, don't deny me. Back in your box. Lads, we've literally stopped for the hydration break after we're stopped for about 10 minutes for the heads. Could they not have had a drink? Right, I'm sorry. This is an open air stadium where it's raining. We just stopped for minutes for head injury. And now we're stopping for hydration. We're 25 minutes into the match. I would say we've maybe played 7 or 8 minutes. Maximum. Linda. Oh dear. I'm laughing at your story of Old Trafford, Linda. I know what you're saying is all very tactically astute, all boxed up, but I genuinely just think it's the game is so stop-start. We had free kick, head injury, 2 more head injuries. Now we have the hydration break, and in between that, we've had corners. One of my commentators has just told me on one of the benches, he's not sure which bench, but on one of the benches of the teams, somebody said, sure, what do we need a hydration break for? He didn't say it. He said he doesn't know which team. But one of the benches has said, sure, what do we need a hydration break for? There we go. I rest my case. I think it's wonderful, Harold. I think everybody should do it. It needs to be done. I think it's very important. You need to have the right therapist for you because it's such an important thing. I think everybody should do it. Really and truly, it's wonderful. Really, really wonderful. You learn so much about yourself. People be a bit afraid sometimes of what they might learn or open up. It's wonderful. I love it. Yeah, I do love it. I do love it. Right, lads, we're back. We're back. Can we get through 20 minutes of football without stopping every 30 seconds? Right, England are going forward. Consa has sent it forward to Gordon. On the left, he can't get it. There was too much on it. Too much on it. You're right, Roger. There is a bit of a stigma. There is a bit of a stigma. I just think, do you know what? Do you see if you broke your leg, nobody would go, why are you wearing a cast? If you're struggling with your mental health or you're not feeling 100%, why would you not do something about it? Imagine you broke your leg and just, I don't want to wear a cast in case people think I'm weak. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. And like ever. If you have a physical injury, you go and get treatment. If you have a mental injury or a mental illness, go and get treatment. It's very, very straightforward. But there is still a stigma. People don't like talking about it. Oh, there's Jed Spence. Yes, JT. And I do, to be fair, I think some cultures are quite different as well. I think some countries and cultures, things are more acceptable than others. So I do think that that does make a difference. And yes, Luke, I do think the stigma is better than it used to be. It's going in the right direction. Jordan Pickford's away all out there. He's away out there. Talk about ball-playing goalkeeper. There he is. He's like a walking swimming pool today, is Jordan Pickford. Yes, don't study too hard for the test. This referee looks so serious. He looks so serious. He's like, he definitely looks like he's wearing shoulder pads. We have a free kick here, by the way, to Ghana. Instead of me telling you that Jordan Pickford looks like a swimming pool in his jersey, let me tell you what's happening on the field of play. IU is about to take a free kick for Ghana. He sent it in. It's been headed away by Guehi, who did, I believe, with a free kick for a bit of jostling. A bit of the old jostling. All righty. We're moving forward again. There's Konsa. Well, we'll be able to pick out Ayew for the whole rest of the match. He's the one with the big bandage. It is quite slow, this game. I feel like England should be dominating more. Samuel Jocelyn. But yeah, I feel like, don't get me wrong, I understand that Ghana are sitting in and defending. I understand that. I see that, right? But I mean, I feel like, oh, Madueke got it in. Bellingham wasn't able to do anything. Reece James does win it back. It's gone as far as Jed Spence, who chips it across to Madueke out on the right-hand side. He's cut in, sends it in off the head of one of the Ghanaian defenders. Well, if they were awful, you would have scored already, so I wouldn't go that far. I don't think they're awful. If they were awful, you guys would have already scored and you haven't. So they're obviously doing something right. But I mean, we watched the other day, who was it that played Iran? Belgium and Iran. And Belgium, was it Belgium? No, was it Belgium and Iran? Was that right? France and Iraq, that's how it was. France and Iraq. Who had the really good defense, guys? I think it was Iran. Why don't they just put these in order of date? But they're giving me them in the group, so now I can't remember what order we watched them in. It was Iran. I've looked at the player names now. It was Iran. Their defense was brilliant. Brilliant. But Belgium were still attacking. I mean, they weren't getting it in the goal because the Iranian defense was so good, right? But they were still like attacking. England feel quite like, yes, Ghana are defending well, but I feel like England need to do more. I feel like they need to do more. Yes, Iran. Thank you. Yeah, everybody remembers. That's genuinely, guys. I had to go and look at the player names to try and remember. So I do understand, yes, Ghana are sitting in. I do get that. But Iran did that against Belgium, and Belgium still created so many chances, even though Iran's defence was spectacular. I don't feel like England are creating enough chances even. Never mind goals. I don't feel like you're creating enough chances. You're spending too long building up deep. Do you know what I mean? That's it. Just slow. England need to be quicker. Woohoo! Rob says Ghana are a fair team. I haven't watched them, so other than this, so I don't know. But based on what I'm seeing right now, they're defending well, yes. They're sitting in, yes. England need to be attacking better, though. England need to be creating more chances. Madueke's put it in. Headed away. The defender got to it before Rice. Now, see that. See if we see more of that. Madueke putting it in. Gordon putting it in. More chances. And Ghana's just defending well. Fair. But they need to be doing more of that. More chances instead of this slowly build up. Because the outcome's going to be the same. They're still going to be sitting in. Do you know? Yes, they're starting to now look. Like they're... See this. See all these 242 passes. I would say about 210 of them were backwards or sidewards. Do you know? That's the problem. How many passes doesn't matter. Possession doesn't matter if you don't do anything with it, and they're not doing anything with it. I think they need to be using Madueke more. He was dangerous in the last match we watched, and when they're getting it to him, he's looking dangerous today. It was Croatia, JT. We watched them against Croatia, wasn't it? Isn't it funny? All the things that I forget. Who was England's first game? Croatia. Ask me what I have for breakfast. Dunno. They're not very good going forward, are Ghana. I don't think they're going to score. Anybody who's had the nil, anybody who had England winning to nil, I reckon that's probably on the cards. Who said 2-0? Somebody said 2-0. We had a lot of 3-1s. Somebody said 2-0. I feel like 2-0. 1-0, 2-0. Could be the one. Yeah, selective memory. Except for I don't know who selects because it's not me. Anderson and IU having a bit of a foot tackle on the ground there. Hello, our moonshine. Paige says 2-1 is not looking good at the moment. Randomly selected, JT. That's the way. Rob, you said 2-0. I would say at the moment that looks the most likely. Of all the predictions we had, I reckon that's where we're at. 1-0, 2-0. You guys, England just don't score a lot. I don't see Ghana scoring the way they're going. Unless they drastically change something, I don't see them scoring. But at the minute, England just aren't doing enough. Declan Rice, he's done well there. Declan Rice has done well there. But then he stopped. He was making a run and then he stopped and waited for... There you go, right? I don't know how fast Declan Rice is. Maybe he's not very fast. But Declan Rice was off and running. He was away down the wing and he stopped and waited for his teammates to catch up with him, which meant that Ghana caught up with him also. He could have just kept running. Like, why did he stop? I don't know, is Declan Rice slow? I don't know why you would stop there. He was off and running. It's a free kick to Ghana because there was an offside, but the keeper's going to be taking it. He isn't the fastest, but he's very good at carrying the ball. He was running. He was off and running, and he just stopped. That was loose from Madueke to Anderson. So it is with the Ghana defense. That was a loose back pass. Was that Sibo that sent that back? Sibo sent that back to the Ghanaian defender. It was a really poor pass. There wasn't enough on it to get it there quick enough. Declan Rice puts in a tackle to try and get the ball before it gets us back to the keeper. He's got a yellow for it. I don't know how much was in the tackle. I wouldn't mind seeing it again. The Ghanaian player is down holding his ankle. I want to see this. Oh, he does stand on him, to be fair. I mean, he stomps on his ankle with his studs. If you stand on somebody else's ankle, you're going to feel that. I see what Declan Rice is trying to do. But I mean, if you stand on somebody else's ankle with your studs, you're going to feel it. I don't know. Is that a yellow, though? It has been given multiple times. It has been given multiple times. Oh, Semenyo was trying. He was really trying, but it was just took off him. I've seen a lot of them given. Even in the Premier League, I've seen a lot of them given, to be fair, Hassan. That was why there was so much uproar with some of the other ones that weren't given with studs on the leg, because normally it is an automatic yellow, studs on the leg. Like I said, I don't think it was a nasty one, but I think him saying it didn't happen probably didn't help his case. Semenyo did well against Reece James, but then it was taken off him. There's Cobby. Semenyo's taken the throw. Doesn't really get past Reece James there, but it's fallen to Semenyo's foot now. He doesn't get around Madueke. Well done, Madueke. Reece James block. It's going to be a corner. It is going to be a corner. I think that's probably what tipped it. It was late. He was late. The ball was gone. I think that's probably what tipped it. Yeah, there is. On both sides, there is. I agree. I completely agree. It's going to be a Ghana corner here. And I have to be honest, regardless of who you want to win, if Ghana score this, I think the game opens up. Or do you think they score and then sit in even worse? Do you think England need to score and that opens the game up? That might be right. Right, Ayew sends it in, headed away. I think that was Konsa headed it away. Reece James launched it. It's fallen. Who's that? It is back with the Ghanaian defense. Yeah, I said it and then I was like, no, it's the wrong way around. You need England to score first because then Ghana have to go for it. Although they seem to be trying. Is that going out of play or what? The ball was just sitting on the line. Consa has it there. It's working for them. It's working for them. They do seem to be trying to come out a bit more now the last maybe 5 minutes or so. I think we're going to get a whole heap of extra time. Because you had 3 minutes for the hydration break minimum, plus all the 20 stoppages. Then you had the head treatments. We could get about 8 minutes of added time in the first half here. Corner for England. Corner for England. Rice is going to take the corner here. He looks like, is he going to go short to Madueke? Look where Madueke's standing. Oh no, Madueke's running back over now. Right. Taken. I mean, there was no English player anywhere near that. It was all the Ghana players. Look where Pickford is. He's at the halfway line. Pickford's at the halfway line. Rob is shouting move at the telly, and the only one that listened to him was Jordan Pickford. He ran off to the halfway line. Oh dear. It does feel a bit Arsenal-like, JT. I can't lie. And can I be really, really honest? If it wasn't England, I wouldn't have picked this match. Do you know the way I've been picking the matches I think look good? Every time I keep telling you, all the watch-alongs that I've picked are the ones I look at and I think that's a good game. If it wasn't for ye lot, this wouldn't have been a game I would have picked, to be fair. I didn't look at this game and go, that's going to be a good one. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing this for you. Damien, definition, Jordan Pickford, definition of main character syndrome. For sure. Madueke is trying. Bellingham just kicked it out of play, like. Ghana are defending well and England aren't attacking well. 6 minutes at a time. 6 minutes at a time. I thought it might be more, but that's not so bad. Sherry Swiss. This is going to take some explaining at half time. I think that is the explanation. Ghana are defending well. England aren't attacking well. I think that is the explanation. I don't think there's much more to it, to be honest. But that's because I'm not a very tactically minded person. I'm a more of a vibe person. Get out there and do better. Be better. Oh, dear. And I get that. I get it's hard. I get it's hard to play against a team that's sitting in. Kane couldn't get it out from under his feet, and by the time he took it, wide. So both defenders, Harry Kane, he couldn't get it out because a Jetley, and a Poku. A Jetley and a Poku, they were there in his way. Another corner. Let's see. I just want a goal. I don't even care who scores. Just somebody score. Well, yeah. My RTE is crashed, guys. I'm not even joking. Right, it's back and nobody's celebrating, so nothing's happened. Would I bring on Rashford at half time? Maybe. because I thought Anthony Gordon, started very well. He started the game very effectively for the first 15 minutes. And beyond that, he's just fallen out of the game entirely. Madueke is trying to drive in, and there's 3 players around him. They're defending very, very, very well. Yeah, I wouldn't. I just feel Anthony Gordon is completely fallen out of the game. Completely. He was started well, and then he's fallen out of the game entirely. So if you're looking at a change, I don't think Gordon for Rashford would be a bad shout, to be fair. I mean, it's an option. It is an option that's available. Yeah, Ghana are making them earn it. But look, I understand it's hard to break down a team that's playing the way Ghana are. But I feel like what Belgium did against Iran, who played how Ghana are, was much more effective than what England are doing, if you get what I mean. Madueke, again, has been one of the more promising. He's trying to create more. He's getting crosses in. He's beaten his man a few times. He's earning corners. Yeah, I agree, Hassan. Stu is saying you need Saka fit. I mean, Bellingham's lucky not to get a card for that. He has completely sideswiped him. He's come in late after the ball's gone. It's a late challenge, and it was very calculated. Bellingham's lucky not to get a yellow for that. Very, very lucky. Take Bellingham off for Tony and push him up top. Boom. I would do that. I would definitely do that. I have to say, and Harry Kane is really irritating me. Really, really irritating me. What is going on? So players are having a wee row. Opoku and Bellingham having some words. Yes, it was Brentford JT. A lot of the problem with Ivan Toney is off the field stuff. Ivan Toney's a brilliant player. Brilliant player. His problem is his off the field issues. But for England, yeah, whack him on. I mean, he's there. I wouldn't buy him for United because there's too much diva drama. But he's a very good player. And if he's already with the squad, get him on. 100% I would. But Bellingham off for Tony, yeah, I'd probably go with that. Kane in the 10 with Tony up top. I think that could work. I mean, Kane goes so deep anyway. Kane goes so deep. I don't think you lose much by doing that. But yes, Rob, I think Madueke is good for England. I do. Yeah. There's not enough in the final third. And while I think Jude Bellingham has been involved, I don't think he's been effective. He's been involved in the game. He's doing things, but he's not. I don't think he's been effective in the game. Stu says you need Saka fit. What is the story with Saka? What is the story with Saka? I know he's not fully fit, but is he unfit? Is he... What is the story with Saka? JT is saying Jude Bellingham isn't a problem solver. No, he's not. He's definitely not. Rob, I hope they get a damn good half-time talk. And Paige hopes both teams wake up in the second half. I agree, because no harm to you. I'm carrying this match on my back because it's been boring as shit. So they're giving me nothing. You send it in there, JT. And I'll put it on the screen because I haven't a clue. What happens to your group? So if this stays like this, what happens to your group? Let's look. Standings. England would be top on goal difference, and Ghana would be second, and then Panama, then Croatia. So even if you draw this, you finish, well, you'll be top of the group after the match. Bear with me a wee second, guys. It turns out my neighbours were unimpressed with my commentary on the stream. No, I had the window wide open, lads. Of the fan going and of the window wide open because it's just roasting here. But it turns out I've spoken quite loudly. Quite loudly. So we've closed the window. Let me see. Saka has Achilles tendinopathy, most likely, and has been struggling with it for most of the season. Oh, the clock. Thank you, Jazz. We're going to come back to that. Thank you very much for the reminder because I clearly just forgot. So thank you for that. What tells you... I know what tendinopathy is, JT. Thank you very much. I have tendinopathy. So I know what tendinopathy is. But what makes you think he has tendinopathy? Like, has it been reported? Or it's a good guess? Yeah, the neighbours are getting free commentary. They don't want it. It turns out. It has been reported. Fairs. I have tendinopathy in my shoulder and in my hip, and I have tendinitis in my elbow and in my knee. So I am most very familiar with tendinopathy, JT. Most very familiar. More familiar than I would like to be. Normal guy is getting sleepy. Yeah, well, to be fair, this half would have been enough to make anybody sleepy. It would be enough to make anybody sleepy. It's making me sleepy. The only thing that's keeping me awake is that I have to tell you what's going on. And he had a muscle injury. I knew he was working his way back. He wasn't fully fit, etc., etc. I didn't know what the problem was. So that explains it. Hamstring and Achilles as well. There's just, so he's having loads of problems. And see, the thing is, if you have tendinopathy in one, so say if I have it in my hip, it will affect my knee. If I have it in my Achilles, it'll work up. It affects, even if it's in one joint, it's going to affect the other joints. And it's really, really, really uncomfortable. Waleed says, no creativity in the midfield for England. I would put Manu on, take Elliott off, and put Rice in a 6, and Bellingham as the box-to-box. Let Manu create. Change it around in the midfield. Again, I wouldn't be against that because I just don't think you're getting... what needs to be done. 30 degrees. We were 27. We were 27 degrees here today. I don't think it was like dross. I don't think it was particularly good. I think the most boring one we've seen so far I didn't really enjoy the first match, guys. If it wasn't the first match of the tournament, I didn't enjoy it. I thought that one was a bit brutal. I wasn't mad on the first Brazil one we watched. I thought that one was a wee bit dross. The rest of them have all been very good. So I don't think it's dreadful. I don't think it's great. DJ Sav in the house. Hello to DJ Sav, who says, "Hi Lou, how's it going? Hope you're enjoying the game. We have been rubbish this first half. You have certainly not been very effective at all. You have not been effective. I would 100% agree. No, because I have arthritis as well. So tendinitis and tendinopathy, they're different, but I also have arthritis in my knee. So I'm an old woman before my time. Steve is saying, yes, he needs to change this. He does. He needs to change something. It's not happening. It's not effective. Even with Ghana sitting in a low block, you should be more effective. Iran sat in an excellent low block, an absolutely fantastic defensive performance, and Belgium had so many more chances than England have had. And I don't think that Ghana's defense is as good as Iran's. So that means something with England isn't clicking. That's where I would be. Rob, it's 33 where you are. Hassan, 41 to 43. But do you have aircon? Like, nobody in Ireland has aircon because it's not normally warm here. Normally here, it's just really cold. So none of us have aircon. So when it gets really, really warm, we've no way to deal with it. Like, we can't just go into a cool building because there is no cool buildings. Do you know what I mean? You're equipped for it. Down to 29 now. Portugal's first game. I didn't watch. Have I watched a Portugal game yet? I don't think I've done a watch-along for Portugal yet. Do you know what it is, lads? And I'm genuinely not being funny because that's what I go to my physio for, is all the tendinopathy and tendinitis all down my left and the arthritis. See if you just put it in Google. Just type into Google tendinopathy and it'll tell you. It's like really detailed. It explains it really, really well. Much better than I would. I would leave you more confused. I know how it feels, but I wouldn't be able to explain the science of it all. What have I not? No. Why would you go running in fact? Why would you voluntarily go running? I know some people love running. I have a treadmill here, right? And I use it. And it feels like death. Every single time, it just feels like death. I am not built for exercise. I'm not built for exercise, guys. It's not for me. What I will say is normally problems with the tendons come from overuse. So as I told you guys before, I used to be a dancer, like competition and show dancing, for years and years and years and years. And so most people who have problems with their tendons, it's from overuse, no. It can be managed, it can be treated, it can be maintained, cannot be cured. Because the minute you stop doing the thing that's helping, you're going to get the same thing again. Not curable. Not curable. It can be treated. You can manage it. Once you got it, you got it. You don't do gyms, dojos, and football. I don't mind gyms. Looking at other people gets me motivated. I'm like, I want to be as skinny as her. Look at her on the Stairmaster. Get me on that. And then I try it and I'm like, oh no. She made this look much easier than it is. Yeah. Exactly right. Exactly right. Right, let me see. I've skipped some other. Open the loft. That's a good idea. That's what I'm going to do after this. I'm going to open it. We have one of them do you know the stairs that come down? Boffman installed it when we moved in because that's where I put all my shit. So we have the stair thing in the attic. Let me see. The highlight of last night's game was Lou's earrings. We had a good run, didn't we? We had some good ones, guys, some good watch-alongs. And then we were just kaputted. Absolutely kaputted. Flossie, do you know what? It's so frustrating to me. I saw a girl earlier. As I said, here it was like my car said 27. I would say real field was a bit hotter, right? And I saw this girl walking her dog 2:00 in the afternoon in the middle of the sun. I was like, bring your dog home, you silly cow. Bring your dog home. It's too hot on the footpath. It made me so mad. Made me so mad. I hate when I say that. What is the next watch along, says Steve. There is the question. What is the next watch along? Tomorrow. Tomorrow, guys. We've 2 good matches tomorrow. We have 2 good matches tomorrow. There's Switzerland, Canada at 8. Or there's Scotland, Brazil at 11. I'm undecided. I'll definitely do Scotland, Brazil at 11. Because Scotland, Brazil. Is it worth doing Switzerland and Canada as well? Right, I'm definitely doing Scotland, Brazil, 11 p.m. Definitely. I know I've not done any double games because of all the tendonitis, tendinopathy, arthritis, it's very hard for me to sit for that sort of prolonged period of time because the joints sort of lock basically and swell, and it's very painful, especially in this sort of a heat. But I would have liked to do Switzerland, Canada. So I'm definitely going to do Scotland, Brazil, and it'll be a watch and brief on Switzerland, Canada. I'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. If I'm feeling up for it, I might do both matches tomorrow. If not, it will be Scotland, Brazil. So I'm definitely doing Scotland, Brazil, no matter what. I'll have a think about Switzerland, Canada, and I'll see how I'm. See, that's the problem. They're both my vibe, and so I'm a bit. I want to do both. I don't know if I would be set for it. If I'm honest, guys, I don't know if I'd be set for it. I'll see. In case, and I don't want to get into a conversation about this, guys, but I'm going to let you know because it might be something some of you guys, unless some of you guys might mind. It seems like all of the England players except Jed Spence shook hands with Thomas Partey. Now, I don't want to ignite a conversation on it. I'm just letting you guys know my commentators are telling me because the camera cut away, and I know it was a talking point kind of before the match for some people. Don't want a discussion on it. I'm just letting you know. It seems like everybody shook his hand except Jed Spence. Just so you know. It's an information bulletin. Oh, the bloody second half is kicked off and the timer is not. This is what happens. I give out a bulletin and now I haven't counted the seconds right. Come on, give me the timer. I think I'm about right there. Let me see. I'm about right. I am about right. Yeah, I'm. The reason I'm not saying anything else on that is because it's one of them topics, so I don't want to get into it. But like I said, I'll give you the information. But yes, please do like and subscribe, people. And yes, bonkers, no subs yet. Right. We're up to date. What do we think, guys? Do we want to give updated score predictions? Because obviously there was a lot of 3-1s, 4-0s earlier on. Updated score predictions based on what we've seen so far. What are we thinking now? I think this could be 1-0 either way, you know. It might be one goes in and it opens the floodgates. But as it stands, it's feeling like a bit of a 1-0 now. Dave reckons 0-0. He doesn't even reckon one between them, which, I mean, you could be right the way they're going. JT needs 10 minutes to calibrate. Daz reckons 2-0 still. Bonkers is going 1-0 to England. I just think England do things too slowly. JT needs to see if there's any actual sort of change in the approach. Semenyo tried to go forward, but Bellingham cut it out. Rob reckons a rotten 1-0 to England. Semenyo has it out there. Back to Party and then out to the right. Steve reckons 3-0. The subs will come on and change this. I reckon he needs to be making some subs early in this half. Yes, Flossie. Flossie says, let's hope they play this half like they did against Croatia. They need to. They're just slow. Everything's slow. There's no zip. There's no... They're inefficient. They have so much talent and they're so inefficient. It's so slow. Steve reckons get Rashford on. Not the first person to say that, so there's definitely a few people like that thinking that. And yeah, JT, Bellingham is not a 10. Big chance there for Ghana, but he doesn't even get it on target. Jazz says subs will be soon. How many do you think? I think he needs at least 3. I think he needs to really change it. Like, really change it. Bonkers is saying there's nothing going forward. And All Boxed Up says, I better half my score. That's 12. And a half to 0. Mavis, if Portugal were playing Ghana like this, would be as bad. It doesn't matter though, Mavis, because they're not. You are. Do you know what I mean? And as I said, Belgium played against a low block. Belgium played against a super defensive team, and they were much more effective. Much, much more effective. So I don't know if you can say that, to be fair. Ghana doing their job properly, I don't think is a good enough excuse for England to do their job badly. Do you know what I mean? Dave would do Rodgers for Bellingham. Bonkers, Rodgers on or Eze. Who would go? So does basically everybody wants Gordon off? Is that... Are they all Gordon side? Oh no, I see what you're saying there. Keep Harry up top, bring in like a Rodgers or an Eze. Rodgers for Bellingham. No, well, so, okay, so there's a few people saying instead of Bellingham, like what Dave is saying. Okay, fair. Again, I think the only player going forward that has given you really much of anything is Madueke. I know he's not been sensational, but of your attackers, he's probably been the best. You don't think, JT doesn't think Gordon for Rashford changes much. I don't know. I reckon Rashford's more effective than Gordon. I think he gets in behind better than Gordon. And I'm not Rashford's biggest fan. Everybody knows I am not Rashford's biggest fan. But I do believe he would be more effective than Gordon in this situation. Maybe he wouldn't, but I think he would. Mavis would rather watch Scotland. Well, Mavis, I've good news. We're doing a Scotland watch-along tomorrow, so do come back. But I do understand. It's a bit like watching paint dry. Because we've seen defence against attack in this tournament. We have seen more than once defence against attack in this tournament. This is probably one of the most boring. It's top 3 in the worst matches I've seen so far. Damien, it's the whole left side. The same as myself, so. The same as myself. The left side ain't what it used to be. Daz is saying Bellingham for Watkins. And Rob would also bring Rashford on. Tom says it's rubbish. And I did see somebody say earlier, I can't remember who, but somebody did say earlier, it might have been Rob actually, if England don't improve, you're not going to get too far in this competition. And I agree. If this is how effective and efficient you are going to be, you're in trouble. I can't believe. Like, you are 0-0 against Ghana after 52 minutes. I just don't think there's an excuse. And if somebody had got on the end of that corner, you could have been 1-0 down. Bonkers, somebody did say Manu. Somebody did suggest Manu. Put Manu on. Might have been, was it JT? I can't remember. There's been lots of good suggestions. Surely by 60 minutes, he has to change it. I'd be just changing it now, right? You've put them back on. Nothing has actually changed. I would say, if anything, you've gotten worse. What are you waiting on? Just change it. Why are you waiting? Just change it. JT, yes. Manu, Rodgers, Rashford, something like that. Steve says the subs must be able to hear the fans, so hopefully when and if they come on, they will get the game going, get the game started. Bellingham hit the deck, but Anderson tried to get through there. Was it Sibo? Sibo, is that what you call him? Cut him out. Sibo's going to get himself a wee yellow here if he doesn't stop the carrying on. Yeah, that's never a penalty. Never a penalty. Dave. That was dreadful. That was dreadful from Gordon. $130 million. The best player on planet Earth, the second coming, the love child of Messi and Ronaldo, the best thing that has ever happened to football. What are you saying about Anderson, JT? Don't be so silly. He's the best thing since sliced bread. In fact, it should be 150, not 130. That's how much he's worth. And like I said, he's not a bad player, but he's certainly not what people are saying he is. And this is what I've seen all season with him. This is not just for England. He is a good player. He's not 130 million good. He's not. He's absolutely not all that. And he is overrated. I'm so glad I said this on the channel before he leaned to City, because it can't be better because I said it before. He's a decent player. He'll do well at City. I am so glad we're not buying him. Gordon, Bellingham, Madueke. Oh, it had to be blocked. It had to be blocked, that from Madueke. Rice kicks it back heel. Gordon shot straight at the keeper. Yous are scrambling. For the quality yous have, they're scrambling. JT did not enjoy that football. Not pretty. If it wasn't for that block, Madueke was okay. Gordon just literally gave it to the keeper. Steve has seen enough. Get Gordon off. Well, my commentators are telling me that Tuchel is going bananas on the sideline from his free kick. But yeah, look, like I said, Anderson I do think is a decent player, and I think he'll do well at City. If United were going to pay over 100 million for him, I'd say we were absolutely nuts. I'd be fuming. If United were paying over 100 million for him, I'd be absolutely furious. He's not worth it. He's not. And I've said that consistently because I've watched him. I've watched him throughout the season. Ghana are on the counter-attack, but Jed Spence is rapid. Push in the back by Bellingham. Free not given. That was a foul. It wasn't given by the referee, and now England are countering. England are not countering. My commentators have said Anthony Gordon might not be for this game much longer. That was brutal. That was really quite bad. And you know what, guys? I don't have a problem with Anthony Gordon, but I think it's absolutely hysterical for Barcelona, who did not want to pay for Marcus Rashford, and that's what they've signed instead. Congratulations, Barcelona. They could have had Marcus Rashford for a third of the price, and they didn't want him. They wanted Gordon. I hope they're watching. We're all feeling the same way, aren't we? Apparently, Gordon has now been injured by Samaya. I reckon he's just embarrassed and wants to be subbed off. I didn't see much in that. Maybe it's just maybe I'm having a wee hate campaign. I didn't see much in that. Inaki Williams has got a yellow, but I didn't see too much in it. Yeah, Barca were drunk. Barca were drunk. Steve, I don't even like Marcus Rashford, and I hope he comes on and scores. I don't even want England to win, and I want Marcus Rashford to come on and score. That was my wee bright spark in the last match. Declan Rice sends in a free kick to Anderson, who heads it into the ground. There is going to be a corner, though. Imagine. Let me see. It is a bit pitiful, Rob. I have to say, it's not going too well. It's not going too well. Do you know what? I know Newcastle will be disappointed about Munoz, but the fact that you sold Isak for the money that you sold him for, and then he didn't play most of the season, and now you've sold Anthony Gordon for the money you've sold him for when he's dross. I mean, to be fair, Newcastle on their sales are doing pretty okay. Have we sold Rashford yet? No, because Barcelona decided they wanted Anthony Gordon instead, and then it was the World Cup. Do you know if you've noticed? Oh, here comes Gordon. Jed Spence is running. He's like, I'm coming, I'll help, I'm coming. He's kicked it out of play. Jed Spence sprinted down the line to overlap with Anthony Gordon, and Anthony Gordon just kicked it out of play. Genuinely, Harry Kane, he's embarrassing now. Everybody, someone breathes on him and he's acting like, now that was a foul, right? Party on Kane was a foul, but the dramatic rolling around like he'd been shot, he was barely touched. Do you know what? See on the replay, I don't even know if it's a foul. He stands on him. Now, the free kick's been given to England, but I have to be honest, Harry Kane has actually been quite embarrassing this tournament. Quite embarrassing. That's mortifying. What has happened to him? He was never like that before. Harry Kane was not like that before. I've never seen him like that. That is actually mortifying. Please stop. You are not a player I dislike. Right, the free kick goes in. It is headed away. Anderson takes a shot from far out, but it's blocked by the bodies. And then it was laid off from Adeweki, who puts it over the bar. Yes, let's get 30 likes. How many have we got, lads? How many likes have we got on the video? We have 26 likes. Let's get to 30. Go to 30. Shearer said changes are coming, says Daz. Well, fingers crossed, because you bloody well need them. You bloody well need them. Yous have been dross. But I have to say, Harry Kane needs to cop himself on with all this theatrics. It's actually quite mortifying. Yeah, Steve, you shouldn't be selling Spence. I think Spence, and I said this last season, see the dedication from Spence to come back and play with a broken jaw. The dedication when your captain was faluting about the place. Saka and O'Reilly. Urenki from Ghana is bleeding on his head. And funny, you'll notice he's not rolling round the ground like he's been shot. The referee told him he needed to get the blood wiped and he was raging. He was like, oh, it's fine. Meanwhile, you have Harry Kane, a strong wind blew by him and he's rolling about. I'm so mad at him because he was never like that. It's mortifying. It's so embarrassing. What has happened to Harry Kane? What has happened to Harry Kane? That's devastatingly embarrassing. I hate that. $27 likes now. Gordon and Spence off. Saka, O'Reilly on. Gordon has been dreadful. So putting Saka on, good shout. Spence, I like Spence, but he hasn't done much in this game. Nothing bad, but not really much good either. So putting on O'Reilly can't be a bad shout. Stu can't believe he stayed up for this. Is Saka going to play on the left? Who's on the other side? Would they swap with him? Would Madueke swap with him? Can Madueke play on the left and send Saka to the right? Or what way would just go? Ayu's coming off. Ayu's coming off for Ghana. Both can play both. Okay. Madueke on the left, says Bonkers. Rice has just lost it there. Counter. Pickford's had to come out. Pickford has come flying out. I need to see the replay. Right, so the Ghana attacker was running. He was through. He was onside. He was running. He's through on goal. And Jordan Pickford runs out into him. Jordan Pickford runs out, gets no touch on the ball, and blocks the attacker. It's outside the box. No matter what, it's outside the box. But Jordan Pickford has run out, he has exited his area, and he has clattered into the attacker without getting the ball. That is a red. That's absolutely a red. Nothing's been given for that. That is the clearest as day red I've ever seen. He has cleaned out the attacker who was through on goal. Because if Pickford wasn't there, there was nobody. He was through on goal. I'm not being funny. That's a red card. All day, every day, that's a red card. And if it was the other way around, I'd say the same thing. That is a red card. And can I just be, if Stu is saying it, it's definitely red. Definitely red. There's just been a shot saved there by Harry Kane. Like, Steve is agreeing. Like, stinker by the ref. The ref is sus. Would have sent him off. That was the worst run from a keeper I might have ever seen in my life. How is that? That is a red card. Has VAR even looked at it? That is honestly... Ghana have been robbed. That is a red card. I don't even think that's debatable. He has cleaned him out nowhere near the ball. He hasn't even... Did he even know where the ball was? He certainly didn't bloody well touch it. That's the question I have. I'm astounded. I'm sorry. I'm absolutely astounded by that. That is a red. No, well, I've watched it. I've watched the replay. No, I've watched the replay. He takes him out. Jordan Pickford has run out of his area. He has taken the attacker off his feet and he hasn't touched the ball. Done. That is dogso. That is the definition of dogso. He's denied him a goal scoring opportunity by taking him out. He hasn't even got close to the ball. He hasn't even grazed it. Dogso. Hydration break. Hydration break. Hello, Mohammed. Mohammed has joined us. Semenyo was asking the referee about that. That I would be asking the referee about. Absolutely astounded. Absolutely astounded by that. I cannot believe. No, Shem. No, I absolutely could not disagree with you more. The Ghanaian player was running through on goal. Jordan Pickford ran outside of his area and clattered into him. Jordan Pickford left his area. Jordan Pickford's area is in the box at the goal. He was outside the 18-yard box and he took the attacking player off his feet without getting to the ball. It couldn't be any clearer as a red card. I completely disagree. I genuinely couldn't disagree with you any more strongly. Completely. Well, yeah, because it shows that he ran into the Ghanaian player. Because if he was in his area, he wasn't to leave his area, he was running that direction. Do you know what I mean? It shows the direction he was traveling in, which was towards the Ghanaian attacker. You'll see the replay. I actually think it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. The keeper took out the attacker and he didn't get anywhere near the ball. It's a red card. It's a complete red card. What are VAR doing though? Because they didn't even look at it. Well, not that we were told anyway. I'm looking, because I don't have ads, I can actually see the crowd. So I'm just having a wee look at what's going on. Having a wee nosy at them. Well, the fans are all having a great old time. Right, I think we're nearly done with this hydration break. Rogers is coming on. Morgan Rogers is coming on for Jude Bellingham. And Eze is coming on for Elliot Anderson. So Bellingham, Anderson off. Eze and Rogers on. I like those subs. I like those. They're good subs. You're 73 minutes in, but they're good subs. Very attacking. Very attacking. Damien says, England better up the tempo now. Well, if you don't score now, I'm not sure what you do. I'm not sure what you do. Consa put Nico O'Reilly off there. Nico O'Reilly had it on the left-hand side and he was looking to send it forward on the left, and then Consa stuck his arm in the air and confused Nico O'Reilly, and then Nico O'Reilly sent it back because Consa was after sticking his hand up. If he'd have just kept his hand down, Nico O'Reilly was sending it forward down the left wing. Rogers is on the pitch less than 30 seconds. He's won a corner. Stu says, now take Kane off for Tony. I think Kane, I'm actually disgusted with Kane in this match. I mean, disgusted. I've never been so mortified watching a player roll around the ground. Corner in from Rice. It wasn't a very good corner. Madueke's got a hold of it. It's going to be a goal kick because it come off Madueke. Wasn't a very good corner from Rice, to be honest with you. He didn't Ups. I hit it. No, I hit it when I was taking the earrings out. I hit it when I was taking the earrings out. Is it a good job I look at the chat so much? Stuart Pearce says they need a rocket up them. They need that. They definitely need that. The Ghana player's on the ground holding his back. What is the Ghana keeper doing? What is the Ghana keeper doing? 26 for Ghana is on the ground with his back hurt, holding his back, saying it hurts. And then his own goalkeeper restarts play while he's still lying on the ground. What is the keeper thinking? What was the keeper doing? Oh dear lordy. Why can't they run, says Mavis. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I've just seen. Like, what was that? Oh, lads. Yeah. Like, none at all. What was he thinking? And then he threw it to an English player. Moron. Number 4 had a right go at him. He was in the zone. Or he was out of the zone. When do United play Hull? Tom, the first match. The first match, as far as I know. Didn't we cover that? Counter-attack for Ghana. The Ghana player goes down in the box. Reece James is on the ground. Oh, number 7 on Eze. Was it Eze in the build-up to that? Why didn't number 25 just take a shot? I would suggest that's borderline for a penalty. I wouldn't say it's clear as day. I wouldn't say it's clear as day quite the way the red card was. But I thought maybe VAR would look at it. That felt. What do you guys think? Like, do you guys? I thought maybe I'm just being harsh on England now. I mean, I thought it deserved a look. Give us a little bit more information on that, Moonshine. Give us a little bit more before Flossie doesn't cope. Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't even looked at. Leg hit the Ghanaian player above the knee. That was a foul. He hit him in the knee before he got the ball. I don't understand this match anymore. I thought I was being mean, but I'm like not even a check. I think this is a wee bit mad. I have to say, I think so. I think some of these decisions are a wee bit weird. Rob says never a pen. No, I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong. I don't think it's clear as day never a penalty. I think that's I've I think that is a penalty. I'm watching the replay again and again. I think it is. Every time I watch it, the more I think it's a penalty. He doesn't touch the ball. He took out the player and he didn't touch the ball. No, Steve, they're not all Americans. It's all mixed referees. There's European referees. There's referees from all over the world, the same as teams. It's not all American referees. Definitely not. I actually don't think there's any American VARs in this game. Yeah, that's what I think. I think maybe 8 out of 10, it's a penalty. I think between, if you take that and you take the Pickford incident, yeah, there's some unusual decisions been made in this match. Flossies give up watching for her own mental health, I'd say. Oh, it's going to be a free kick for England. Nothing come of it. Rashford is coming on now. They said there was an offside. Was the offside before that? I thought the offside came after. If the offside was before that, so it's Rashford Madueke, by the way. Right. If there was an offside before it, then that's it. Nothing can be done. I did see offside. I didn't realize it was before that. So that's fine. That's fair. If there is an offside, nothing you can do. Hopefully the ref. I hope, right? Like I said, I never want England to win, but I really hope Rashford scores because I have this thing now with Barcelona. I have this thing with Barcelona now. They've really irritated me with the Rashford debacle. On my list of people I don't want to win anything. Sorry, guys. I love you all. But it goes now Barcelona, England. Barcelona are below England, the people I want to win things. You've been promoted, England. You're above Barcelona. They are on the bottom. The offside was on Semenyo after the player hit the ball. Right, so no, okay. No, so it was definitely a foul then. Okay. Fair. Thoughts on Rashford coming on? I think it's a bit late. I think he should have been brought on earlier. I don't think that was a foul. Maybe it was. I didn't think it was. Right, no harm. If that's a foul, how was the other one not a penalty? There was nothing in that compared to the one in the box. So if that's a foul, the other one's a penalty. And that's the thing. You can't have one and not the other. You can't have one and not the other. Like a little, but that was nothing compared to the one in the box. And that's, yeah, that's what I have to say. I'm not blaming England. The referee, though. He has to be the worst one we've seen. He's really bad. Has he been refereeing the Argentina games by any chance? because he's really bad. Right, it's with Rashford. In the box, it had to be headed away as far as Rice, with Saka out on the right-hand side. Shot from Saka, saved by the keeper, headed away by the defender. It was a good shot, Saka. It was a very good shot, Saka. And you know who it all started with? Rashford. Just throwing that out there. I thought that was a goal. I thought that was a goal for England. I need to see the replay. It was the woodwork, wasn't it? Look, but you know what? Look how fast they were moving. Look how quickly. Look how quick. Pass, 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 pass. That was so fast. What did I keep saying? You were going too bloody slow. The come on the pitch. Rashford, Saka, pass, 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 pass. Rodgers as well. Off the woodwork. Look at that. Fast, 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 fast. Rashford, Rodgers, Saka. Fast, fast, fast. And you've hit the woodwork. That's actually like so frustrating. Ghana are sending on a defender. Senea is coming off. Opong is coming on. I've been told that is a like-for-like swap, but I think the 26, the one that's coming off, I think he's on a yellow. So I think they've took off a defender on a yellow and put on a new defender. So as I was saying, who asked me what do I think of the Rashford sub? Steve, it should have happened sooner, is what I think. I think if you had done that Rashford sub 10 minutes earlier, you might have had a goal by now. Not only for him, but because of how well he works. Look at that pass out to Saka. Little bit much on it, but out to Saka. Look how much more attacking you've been since Rashford has come on, because he works well with the other players you've put on. Yeah, too little, too late, says Rob. Depends how much extra time you get. Rice is at right back defending here. Fair play to him. Oh, your boy Prince is giving him a run, isn't he? Damien says, yeah, it should have been earlier. Was that Rice sent it forward? Sent back by Ghana. It's with Guehi, I think that is. Rashford. To Guehi. To Eze. And they're passing it across the back line. Right, out to Rashford. Rashford puts the ball in the box, but goes to Ghana. Goes to Ghana. Free kick for Ghana. I don't think, I have to say, I don't think that's a foul. I don't think that should be a free kick. Yeah, because now he's overcompensating and he's given everything the other way. Like Rashford went up in the air, won the ball, and the Ghana player was underneath him as he was coming down. That's not a foul. Not by Rashford anyway. I think he's overcompensating now. I agree. Because he's given bad decisions in both directions now. Exactly. Because the player shouldn't be under him when he's coming down in the air. 6 minutes of added time, people. 6 minutes of added time. But you know what? This has been the best 4 or 5 minutes of the match. There's pace. We're doing things. Oh, Tommy T, what are you doing, man? Yes, Hassan, 6 minutes of extra time. The Ghana player went in the back of Saka there. Still with England. Yeah, the game started in injury time, Steve, basically is what's happened. The game has started in injury time. Rice sends it in, too much on it, headed behind for a corner. It's going to be an England corner. Why does this not surprise me? Well, he's going to get some more information on that tab, isn't he? Declan Rice is going to take this corner. Nobody gets to it. Sleep well, Stu. Sleep well. I mean, that wasn't a bad corner. Just nobody. You reckon it was a bad corner, do you? I thought it was bad that nobody got to it, if I'm honest. Maybe it was a mix. Maybe it was bad all right. Moonshine says Ghana deserve a draw for how well they've defended. Right, it's with Rashford. Rashford wins another corner. Can anybody accept Declan Rice take the corners? Because he's been hit and miss with the corners. Can anybody else take them? No. And I actually don't think Declan Rice has had a bad match, but some of his corners have been iffy. That was a big old jump from Semenyo. Headed off the line by the Ghana defender. Corner in. Keeper comes out for it. Punches it away. Ghana are going to make a substitute, are they? In the 93rd minute, Ghana are going to make a substitute. No, they're not allowed. Rice sends it forward to, I think it was Rogers, but it's kicked clear. I'll tell you what, the Ghana defenders, they've been very good. Very, very solid. That was a good ball in by Eze. Corner for England. There were shouts for a handball there, but the corner to England has been given. There's 90 seconds left in the match. And Ghana are making a substitute. So the guy who was subbed on has been subbed off for a sub. Corner. Headed away. Free kick for Ghana. The referee needs to be counting here because this is more than 5 seconds. Right, he's kicked it forward. Pickford. Pickford launched it. Headed away. Time. We are done. Right, let me stop the timer. And Harry Kane is arguing with the referee again. Lads, that one was a bit of a marathon. That one was a bit of a marathon. Thank you very much to everybody for being here. I know that one wasn't the most entertaining watch along we've had. Some controversy, but not the best match, not the best result for England. Very good result for Ghana. That is kind of how I feel about the match, to be fair. But thank you all very much for being here. I appreciate it so very much because obviously the watch-alongs do not work without you guys. Special shout out to Daz, who became an official teacup today. I am going for a cold shower because I'm sweating. Enjoy the rest of your evening, whatever you guys decide to do with it. I will be back tomorrow lunchtime, 12 o'clock, Teacup Castle, to talk more transfers. Have a good one, folks.